Pretty cool.
So tell me
Nice.
about how was the ride with him today?
So the chair is awesome.
Okay.
It's so smooth, and it handles really well. I can get moving and just put 2 fingers on it and kind of keep him going right where I want to go.
Yeah.
The brakes are really responsive, which is nice. It's nice having brakes on the front end, on the back end as well.
So do you feel like that's better having him on the back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Feel safer.
Coming
Do you
down
feel
those hills,
safer?
I felt
Down the hill.
a little safer.
Good.
It makes no noise. It's just very comfortable and smooth. It's a nice road bike.
So how often do you push him in the other chair?
So we try to get together once a week,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And we'll do 5, 6, 7 miles. You know.
Wow.
Up and down hills.
Good job, man.
We go.
Yeah, he
we go a
works
lot
out.
of. We go. We've got a few routes that we like to take around here. And
That's so beautiful.
I use it as more of a workout
Yeah.
for me personally. I enjoy rather pushing him up the hills than in the straightaways. But
Yeah.
I put on my music. He puts on his music, so we don't have to talk to each other. And off we go.
So what was it like the first time you pushed him? In the other chair, in the
Well,
regular chair?
I knew right away that this was going to be fun for him
Okay.
and for me.
Yeah.
I knew that it was going to be a way for me to connect with my brother in the state that he's in.
Yeah.
It was going to be a way for me to spend time with him.
Yeah.
And I was going to look forward to that. And,
Yeah.
and so it's been a great blessing. It's been the chair's been fun. It's been and it's been a good workout. To be
Good.
honest with you.
Good.
I mean,
It's a good workout.
You're
Do you
pushing.
ever
You're
push him?
pushing dead
Yeah,
weight.
no, I totally do. And I'm always like, let's go for we're walking. We're just gonna go for a walk. I always think I'm gonna run downhill though. It's really fun.
Yeah.
We did the Temple to Temple 5K.
Yeah.
And ran that.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
That was
we
our
got a
first
lot of
race.
we got a lot of looks.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? And my kids ran with us. It was really fun.
Cool.
So
But the chair's gone to Moab. You did some things
Yep.
in Moab.
yep,
that
and we
was
went to
cool.
Some
Canyonlands
off-trails
and
So we need to work on the hashtag who's pushing Topher or
Right.
who's watching.
Totally. Well, I mean, look at him. He wants to get out. And in his other chair that's completely,
Yeah.
juiced up for his whole, his measurements and everything is great, but it doesn't go very fast.
Yeah.
And he loves that sensation of he's always like, I just love the sun on my face. I love the wind. I love getting out. It's so beautiful. Listening to my music, relaxing. And he feels light. He feels free.
Yeah.
Which you take for granted that, the rest of us can just do
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
unencumbered. But
Absolutely.
I mean, look at that face. Come on. He's so happy every time he comes back, no matter what the weather is.
Tell us a little bit about Topher. Tell us maybe when he was diagnosed and kind of how he's doing now.
Yeah, so this is Dr. Christopher Layton Clark.
Oh.
Yes. Hey, listen, he spent a long time getting that PhD, so we're going to call him Dr. Topher.
So, Dr. C?
Yeah.
Dr. C.
Dr. C.
I've got a buddy, that's why I call him Dr. C.
Yeah.
So, he's
So-
doctorate.
Yeah.
How long has he had ALS?
So it has been 4 years since we noticed something, since symptoms.
Okay.
It was this time 4 years ago where he said, I got this weird thing in my leg. I just feel like a drag in my leg. Like where it just seems like it's just kind of dragging a little bit. You couldn't tell by watching him or
Okay.
anything. And I was like, oh, you're fine. It's fine. Shake it out.
You
Like
sound
any
my
good wife would.
That's what my wife told me.
And then it just kept getting worse and worse, and then he had the muscle twitching
Okay.
that didn't stop, and that was alarming. And then, you get into the holidays, you lose track of time. But around December, we went in to start testing,
Okay.
assuming that it was his back,
Yeah.
because he had back surgery when we were first married. And we thought, oh yeah, it's been like 20 years, time for a tune-up. And then when his MRI came back clean, and they did an upper MRI on his neck, and that was clean, then everyone got really concerned
Worried about it. Yeah.
and worried and tested his blood 3 times. It's really hard to diagnose ALS.
Yeah.
You have to cross out all the things that it isn't. So it makes it an excruciating process, and some people
'Cause you
go
just don't
through
know.
years
Yeah, you don't have
and
no idea.
years and then decline. But it took us about 3 months 3-4 months to rule out brain tumors, to rule out cancer, to rule out Lyme disease, to rule out MS, to rule out all those things. And finally, after our 3rd visit with a neurologist, he said, okay, it's ALS, let's stop. And of course, I had gone online like you're not supposed to do, and had looked up his symptoms, and that was always like, it can't be that. Yeah. So he was diagnosed on March 26th of 2016, and that was 3.5 years ago to official diagnosis. And he was walking and talking and everything, and now he can move one of his thumbs and his neck.
And he can smile.
And he can smile, and he still has his good looks, but he can't speak. And ALS, it starts in different places for different people. Sometimes it starts in people's voices. With Chris, it started in his legs. For me, it always seems like it's progressed quickly. Yeah. But the average lifespan from diagnosis is usually 2 to 5 years. Okay. So we feel really lucky that, whatever that word means, that it's been 4 years. But he's got a great attitude, and a lot of that has to do with he's continuing to do the things that he wants to do. So he worked until he lost his voice, because he could work. He was a professor and a theater director, and he did it in a wheelchair, and he's like, I don't care, whatever. And he couldn't use his hands, and he's like, that's okay, I can still boss people around. And then when he was getting really, really tired and not able to speak is when he went on disability. Yeah. But still maintains a routine and gets up and goes to concerts and movies and just wants to get out, and because his brain is 100%.
You know everything that's going on.
Yeah. So he's still working on a lot of projects, doing a lot of writing.
So one question: when you get mad at your kids, do you text them really nasty something?
Yes. And they're horrible. They treat him the exact same. I'm like, here's your dad yelling at you with his eyes, typing stuff out, and you should be so embarrassed. But I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse, but they treat him, both of us, exactly the same. So there's no difference there.
That's fun. That's really, really fun. Well, we're really glad we can help you guys.
Well, this has just been a huge, huge blessing, and a great part of him maintaining such a positive attitude, because he can still go out. He can,
We didn't even know. We literally.
That's crazy.
So we donated the chair to BYU last year just because I didn't know. I just knew people needed this. So I says, I'm going to make a chair for BYU and give it to them.
So crazy.
So we did that, and then, like I said, Ed Lamb had it, and then somehow Steve found out about it, and then you guys had it, and then I heard about it.
Steve stole it from the BYU.
Yeah, well, Suzanne did.
Which is awesome, which is really,
My sister-in-law
really cool.
gets stuff done, and she's like, I saw this chair, no one's using it, you need to use it. And we were like, oh, that sounds like a dream. And when we go out, people stop us. Where did you get this chair? Where can I get one? Oh, my son, my husband, my aunt,
I've taken it to the beach, and I feel like I was your wife, I was the most beautiful woman everywhere, because everyone stared at me. They're like, what is that thing? Everybody on the beach was. So we really, really, I don't know, we feel like we're doing something with it. And
you are. I don't think unless you are not able to get out and you want to, and you take it for granted, and what a gift it is just to be able to go places that you wouldn't normally be able to go. Like we went to Capitol Reef and Moab and hiking, and because of the chair we were able to go. Otherwise he would have had to stay by the car and watch.
We're hoping that we can have them, because we know that's the hard part, is affording something. Yeah. Because like you said, there's not a lot covered in insurance. We've had families that crowdfund them for a Christmas gift.
Yeah, which is a great idea.
We'd have to be able to do that, and then also we want to start renting them.
That's a great idea for trips, and oh my gosh, that's a great idea. And it makes it more affordable, and you think, oh, okay, then I'll do this.
But the thing that we've already realized is people, when they use them, they won't give it back. No. They are like, I got this for you.
That's us. We're like, don't take it.
You just said, can I keep? Yes, you guys can keep that. So.